we're saving trees too.
Oh.
Is that 2 tickets, right?
Yeah.
And that's good.
So we have
So the way this conference was structured, they had a main stage, they had a lot of really phenomenal and diverse speakers from all parts of the country, very specialized in particular areas. They also had some different activities where you could break off and let the kids go run around. They had classes that Stacy was putting on, a little bit more hands-on. You could really interact, ask a lot of questions, and see how things were all put together. Sometimes it was a little hard to be in all places at one time. I thought maybe what I'd do is just run around and ask some people what's some of their biggest takeaways from this event. Who are you guys?
So we're Mike and Natalie. We have Stony Hill Farm.
Grove Spring, Missouri.
Grove Spring, Missouri. Yeah, we just started it. We sell some product on Etsy, and we have a website, and it's stonyhillfarmonline.com. My wife does a blog kind of about our journey, you know, to homesteading. And so we're
recipes.
Yeah, recipes. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Tim. It's my wife, Krystal. We've got a small farm, homestead. We sell meat, chickens, and turkeys and stuff like that. We're on
rabbits.
Rabbits, sorry. Eggs. We're on Facebook. Burnt Fork Farm is the name of it. Or burntforkfarm.com.
We are Pfeiler Family Farm. My name is Kenny. I have my wife Marion, and I have 3 girls, Sana, Anessa, and Erica. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, highlighting our adventures of starting out our farm. We came from North Carolina. I retired out of the Marine Corps, and my wife's job brought us here to Kansas City. And so we're starting a new chapter in our life, and we're just trying to share all the adventures of starting out right from scratch.
My name is Handeeman with 2 E's instead of a Y. You can find me on the YouTube at the Handeeman channel, or you can just go to handeeman.tv and that'll take you right to my YouTube channel. I document all of my off-grid and homesteading type projects on my YouTube channel, and we've been living completely off the grid with solar and rainwater harvesting in the Sonoran Desert in southern Arizona for about the past 1.5 years, and I live in a tiny house that I built myself in Tucson, Arizona.
Hey, we are Family Homestead. My name is Daryl. My wife Sherry is the other half of our channel, and we are probably best noted for having other YouTube channels on our live stream every Monday night.
Out of all the speakers that you guys saw in the lineup before coming down, who were you guys the most excited about hearing?
Well, we were actually excited about 2 things: the soap making, which ended up happening, and then the Leo, Dr. Leo was definitely
beekeeping.
Yeah, we want to do bees next year for sure. So that was what we were most excited about. Very, very nice lineup of speakers. Some of them I've not heard of before. The one person that I wanted to meet was Derek.
The handyman?
Handyman. That's the one. But I have a electrical background, and I'm interested in solar systems and stuff like that. That's something he does. And of course, he has a tiny house and stuff as well.
Yeah, we definitely want to meet Doug and Stacy. I was interested in Leo, the bee guy, and was really, I think that's probably one thing that I'm going to take back home is I'm going to go make some bee boxes, and we're going to work on getting some bees. So that's a big thing for us.
I've talked with Terry Durham for the Elderberries, and I met him at the 2018 Mid-America Organic Association in Kansas City, and I got some plants and stuff like that, and hearing more information about the elderberries is going to help us out, because we have over 30 that's in the 30 plants that are in the ground. So getting that information was really good.
Coming to this conference, I was really excited and pumped up about hearing Doug and Stacy. A lot of the other speakers I didn't know about. I did know a little bit about Derek from seeing his videos and seeing him on videos with High Carb Hannah. So I was also excited about seeing him, and probably him the most, Derek the most, because I really hadn't heard a lot from him, so it was pretty neat to actually hear him in person. It was pretty cool to hear him talking about solar. We eventually want to go solar at some point in our homesteading goals and adventures, but right now it was just taking that information in so we can one day plan to make that happen.
Were there any speakers that surprised you at all, that you gathered some information from that you weren't expecting, to either dive that deep into a particular subject or? Flower, yeah.
Flower, yep, absolutely.
Yes, flower Toomey. Yes.
Yeah. That was big for us too.
Actually,
Yeah,
yes, didn't think I would be very interested in a wealth of knowledge from her.
Mike
yes.
from the Fit Farmer.
Fit Farmer, yes.
He was really good to listen to.
Big Pond Farm, I think.
Yeah, Big Pond.
Yeah, surprised by him.
Yeah, he did a good job.
The speaker that really surprised me, that I really enjoyed listening to, was Mike Dickson. So he's the Fit Farmer. And one thing that I really loved about his presentation is that he was very honest and transparent about all the adversities and the trials and tribulations that he's gone through in order to make his homestead work. And he really focused on some important topics, specifically talking about how to fund your homestead. And I think that is certainly something that is overlooked, because once you kind of start getting into this, you start realizing how expensive certain things can be when you're building something completely from scratch.
There was a, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names, but the person that talked about the chemicals in the ground.
The GMO guy.
Right, the GMO guy. Incredible. So much information.
Flower, hearing Flower talk about more medicinal herbs, I would like to add more herbs into our farm, so that way we're not running down to CVS or we're running to Walgreens to get medicines. We can actually produce it on the farm.
One of the speakers, actually there were probably two speakers that really surprised me, but I would probably say one of the most ones that surprised me the most was Flower, Dr. Flower. She provided a wealth of great information on medicinal plants, and that was just, we're really interested in that because we are really interested that we're in farming and the holistic part of farming, that we're not just doing it to grow crops, but also to provide and make ourselves and our family healthier and hopefully happier. And she just covered a number of things, like her talk today on the 12 medicinal plants. I can't remember her exact title, but it covered 12 medicinal plants to have on your property and covered the benefits of those plants from a health perspective. It was just, it was great. It was very motivating. It made me want to implement every single one of those in my diet and on my farm in some capacity.
I know it's probably a little tough one, but if you had to pick one thing that you took away from this conference, what was the #1 thing that you either learned or they changed your perspective on?
The bee boxes.
Bee boxes?
Yep.
And
I think Yeah, the bees for sure, but I think the one thing that I really love about coming to these things is meeting other people. And we've exchanged information with people and emails and like, oh, we're going to keep in touch. And this kind of reminds you that you're not crazy. You're not the only one who does weird stuff, or, you know, you're not the only one who rotates their animals every day on their pasture, you know, or ferments food or whatever it is, you know. So it's pretty fun. I like that part.
I would agree, yeah, with you on that one. We've met some really great people.
There was a lot. We've already had some people on Facebook asking us questions about, you know, they want to hear. There's just so much to talk about.
They want to know what we come back with.
The beekeeping information, I think, was originally what we came for, and we got a ton of information there. But I don't know. There was a lot of herbal tips that we want to try too. So I would say both of those were major. Yeah.
Big helps. Yeah.
So definitely one of the most important things that I learned coming to a conference like this, and every time that I get together with a group of people like this, is the importance of community and sharing information.
Biggest takeaway, I think one of the things I like the whole thing is Derek from Handeeman, the solar, that was a good one. I'd like to implement solar onto the farm. But I think one of the fit farmer, you know, why we do homesteading. I think that's one of probably the biggest things. Why we're doing it.
The whys.
To me, it's I want to provide a better health, better quality of health, better quality of life for my family, as well as the memories. I know growing up on our family farm, my buddy's family farm, there's so many memories that are made just from milking cows or harvesting fruits and vegetables that you planted yourself. So I think that's a big takeaway. It's kind of like a lost art, and we're just trying to build that back up.
There was a lot of encouraging and inspiring things at this conference. I don't know if there was a specific talk that really encouraged me and motivated me the most, but for me, the biggest thing that I got out of the conference was just having the opportunity to meet with fellow homesteaders in a magnified way, and people coming up, talking to us. It's just really inspiring to hear what everybody else is doing. Everybody is in different contexts and at different levels and stages of their homesteading pursuits. But it was neat hearing people come to us and talk about seeing our videos and hearing how we're inspiring people firsthand. Yes, you read comments. I read comments on my channel, read comments on Doug's channel, but hearing people come up to us and to them and talk about how they've been inspired by the work we're doing. That it actually means something, that we're not just posting YouTube videos for the fun of it, that it's actually doing some good. And just like channels like these, I hope all of you who are watching, let them know how much you appreciate this channel and the content that is provided, because it takes a lot of work editing, putting these videos together. It's like you're the director, you're the producer, you're the writer, you're the actor, and the cameraman. It's not easy.
It's been a real good mix, and anytime you have the opportunity to come to one of these things and, you know, go with an open mind. Try to absorb some of this information. Nobody says that this particular information is going to work in your environment, but you can certainly get bits and pieces. You can blend your knowledge with their knowledge and just make improvements, and that's all anybody can do.
Being you guys' first year doing homesteading conference, I think you guys really hit a home run with all your speakers. I think a lot of people were really impressed. You guys plan on doing this next year?
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, it takes a lot of work to put these things together, and we did it kind of in short notice. And yes, we are going to do it next year. It's going to be the first Sunday and Monday in August 2019, and we'll have tickets on sale at this year's price till the end of the year, and then at the end of the year the price is going to go up. So if you're interested in coming to this event in Hannibal, Missouri, get your tickets. They'll be on sale starting tomorrow. tomorrow, which would be August 14th, 2018. Thanks for coming out. It was great to see Eric and Life in Farmland here. You guys know, if you watch both of our channels, we have a long history of hanging out and being pallies. Me and our Gracie here got to hang out, and she's now wearing her Homestead homie t-shirt.